Okay, welcome. We're inside the Concorde hangar and we're here with Elliot from Gemini Jets, and you're here doing a bit of an event at the RVP, Elliot, at the moment.
Yes, Martin. Thanks for having me, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Speaking to us.
It's been a little while since I've been here. Coming to Runway is like coming home again. Last time I was here, actually, they had just bought Trident over from Heathrow. So I knew the chap that was in charge of hauling the Trident over, or they kind of reassembled it once it got here, and I don't really think that Nimrod was here at the time. I think
really?
they must have brought that in later.
Okay.
The Monarch DC-10 cockpit was here, and Concorde was actually outside. So that's how long it's been since I've been here.
And I'm sure a lot of our viewers at home, a lot of people who are into aviation are going to know the brand Gemini Jets.
Yep.
For those who maybe don't, do you want to let them know a little bit about Gemini and how it got started?
Well, I started Gemini at the end of 1998, so we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. This month we've got a lot of new, very interesting tools that have come out that people have been waiting for. The 1/200 scale Antonov 225, which has been a big hit. We've got the C5 Galaxy and also a 1/200 scale. And next month we're having the Antonov 124 coming out in 200 scale. So the three largest planes in the world are all coming out at the same time, and a lot of collectors are pretty excited about that.
Amazing. And the one thing we've certainly noticed with Gemini is just the level of detail and the build quality on the models as well is just outstanding. Is that kind of like the driving force behind the models? You just want the very best quality?
I think, the difference between Gemini and a lot of the other brands is I'm an aviation enthusiast. It's always been kind of the collectors at Gemini making models for collectors. And unfortunately, there's a lot of manufacturers out there that don't have the passion behind the product that we do at Gemini. And, we research things. If we don't know, we really take the time to research, and we don't rush to get them out on the market. We try to make sure the colors are right, the liveries are correct, the antennas for that specific registered models and the window placement matches that. Where a lot of our competition, they kind of just throw it out there, and there are errors on the models. They're nice models, but they don't go to the research levels that we do with our models.
And obviously Gemini's been going for a while. Do you remember the first model you released?
Oh, absolutely. So our first release was 4 models. It was an Air China 747-400, a United 747-400, and 2 Virgin Atlantic 747-400. So those were the first 4 models, and we put them out at the same time.
Is it safe to say you're a 747 enthusiast then?
Well, at the time it was the only tooling we had,
right?
Because these toolings are very expensive. So when you start off, you kind of use the profits to make other toolings from there. And now we have far more toolings than any of the competition does. We have just about every commercial, current, last say 40 years of manufactured commercial airliners. We have just about everyone out there, and the competition doesn't. So we have a much bigger range to choose from, because there's always collectors that kind of likes things like Twin Otters. Not everybody likes the Twin Otter, but there's a group of people that does. A lot of our competition is not going to spend the money on tooling for a Twin Otter. Like I said, we have just about everything. We have HS-748s, Twin Otters, things like that, the lesser known planes. So we really try to get as much as we can to the market to appease everybody.
And would you say of all the collection that you've released over the years, do you have a favorite?
I've always had it's kind of strange. It probably comes from my childhood days of going down to the Caribbean. I'll never forget the first time I saw a Trans-Caribbean 727 in San Juan. Just that palm tree on the tail, the turquoise with the polished metal, and that orange lightning bolt. For some reason, that always caught my eye, and that's always been my favorite, either real livery or on a model.
Amazing. And for looking into the future releases, is there anything you can tell us, or anything that you'd really love to do that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Well, unfortunately, we have done everything, that's current. We do have the 767-400 coming out, which is a little bit of a bastard airplane. I mean, there's only 3 operators of that in the world. You have Delta, you have United, and the Arab, the one from is it Bahrain? I even forgot at this point. but there's a Middle East private 767-400 that flies. So we are doing it in both scales. People have been waiting for it. It's a model that, especially in 200 scale, nobody's done it. So it should be a pretty successful hit. Trying to think if anything else. I mean, we've got everything coming out that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we've got all the Neos. We'll have the MAX 737-10 coming out. 777Xs are already out. Unfortunately, Airbus doesn't really have anything in the way of a new body style. The XLR really is, from a modeling standpoint, looks a lot like, you know, an A321 Neo. So, but if it's coming out, we're going to do it. So you can pretty much be guaranteed that whatever people want, we're going to have. So,
sounds excellent. And for those who do want to get all the Gemini Jets models, as I'm sure you're aware, they're available absolutely everywhere, even here at the Aviation Society as well. Thank you very much for your time, mate.
My
Speaking to
pleasure.
us today.
Thank
Really
you, Mark.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much.